Hey golf people, there's an all new Mevo Plus that has just been released and I was able to get my hands on it first. In this video, we're gonna discuss all the improvements to this new Mevo Plus, both the software and the hardware improvements, and we're gonna test the accuracy of this device here in my simulator room. We'll also answer some burning questions that you'll likely have, including, is it worth upgrading, or should I buy this new model or the old one? And since no device is perfect, at the end I'm going to discuss some things that I think could be improved. Now before we dive into the features of this new Mevo Plus, I want to give a big shout out to our show sponsor, playbetter.com. If you're in the market for a new launch monitor like the Mevo Plus, you'll find the best pricing on the internet at playbetter.com. They're the home of free 48-hour shipping across the continental United States, and they've got an easy, hassle-free 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not completely happy with the unit you buy, you can always return it or change it for something that will suit you better. I've got a link down below if you want to purchase the new Mevo Plus or the old Mevo Plus from playbetter.com. You will be glad you did. Now, if you've seen the prior model of the Flightscope Mevo Plus, you'll notice this looks strikingly similar to that design.
Like very, very extremely ridiculously similar.
It's so similar, in fact, I sent a message to my buddy Wade, who owns a Mevo Plus, the older model, and I asked him, does this look any different to his eyes?
Other than the dirt on mine, you know, if we do the old shell game, gosh, aesthetically it's the same, right? I mean, look at that. There's no, that font might be a little different. I don't see really any difference except this back piece here and then maybe the button.
Well, it turns out there are a few differences, but only one is going to be really noticeable visually when it comes to the hardware. Firstly, they've upgraded the kickstand. Yes, you heard that right, the kickstand on the unit. It will now extend directly to 12 degrees tilt. Now, if you had the old model, you know it came with this clunky piece of plastic to adjust the angle of the unit, so this is actually a pretty nice improvement. This will make the unit more accurate overall. It's also gonna help the user experience and decrease your need to call customer support. I guess they were getting a lot of calls from people that had trouble setting up and using their devices. This will improve that. The second change, which this one's not really noticeable visually, but it will be once you actually use it, is that battery life has now been improved. They are claiming that you'll get up to 3 hours of battery life on a single charge, which doesn't necessarily blow the roof off, but it is better than the prior model. The third change is that you'll now have ownership of the FS Connect bundle, which will give you access to 10 simulator golf courses, both for iOS and a new PC app that they're rolling out. And that's the fourth new thing here. There is new PC software included with this new Mevo Plus for 2023. All in all, I'd say those upgrades are definitely welcome, but nothing really blew my mind. Until I found out about the new software features that are coming, and one feature in particular stood out to me, and I think it will stand out to you, and that is face impact data. Here are a few screenshots provided by Flightscope. You can see exactly where on the club face the ball is hit. This will be available to you as long as you have the Pro Upgrade software. That's an additional software upgrade. So basically you'll have the cost of the unit, then you'll have the Pro Upgrade, and then this additional add-on for the face impact location. Now with this new Mevo Plus, we are also going to get a new PC application. Hopefully in a few weeks, I'll be able to test the PC software and update you guys on what I'm seeing, but I assume it will be a welcome addition for guys like me who have a simulator room, and rather than running this off an iOS device, you can now run it off your PC. That will be awesome. So I took the Mevo Plus into my simulator studio and I took a number of swings with my pitching wedge, 7-iron, as well as driver to get a good idea of how this thing performed throughout the bag. I put it directly head to head with my Bushnell Launch Pro, a launch monitor I know to be extremely accurate here indoors, and I compared the results from the two. So guys, all in all, really good results with the Mevo Plus here indoors. I would say with a wedge, it's only about 1 to 2 yards off. With a 7-iron, you're looking about 3, 4, maybe 5 yards disparity. And with the driver, got a little bit more, about 7 to 10 yards there with the driver. But All in all, really great results from the Mevo Plus. I didn't see any real disparity with the trajectory of those shots either, and I will say, I didn't have the stickers on the ball. Putting the stickers on the ball indoors, or maybe using the RCT balls, could give you a little better result there with the Mevo Plus, but all in all, really good for accuracy. All right, guys, now that we've had a chance to look at the new hardware as well as some of the new software improvements that are at least coming, let's talk about what I think could be improved here. So first off, we can talk aesthetics here, and I would like to have seen a more visual upgrade to this unit. It looks like they've used the exact same hardware as before. They've just inserted that new battery and fixed the kickstand. That's great and all, but it's hard to differentiate between the two devices. And so if you're shopping, especially on the secondhand market or the used section of playbetter.com, for instance, it will be hard for you to differentiate which of these two devices is which. It would have been nice for them to do that. That's a simple change. Next, getting into pricing. The pricing structure is just a little confusing. If you're gonna buy the Pro upgrade, just simply include the face impact data. I think that would be a lot easier for everyone involved. And it's just a nice show of goodwill to your existing customers who've already spent the money on both the unit and the upgrade. Now, the last thing I would have liked to have seen improved that didn't get improved about this Mevo Plus is the display light indicators up top. To me, they're a little confusing. There's like 6 lights up there. The markings aren't super intuitive, and I think that could be cleaned up. Hey, I'd love to see a device that actually had a front-facing LCD screen so you could check alignment, but I get that at this price point, that's just not available. Maybe in the future that would be cool, but I'd at least like to see those LCD lights sorted out a little bit differently. All right, so overall, what do I think of this new Mevo Plus upgrade for 2023? I absolutely love it. I think it's going to be a home run, especially when you get into now having a PC platform as well as that face impact data. That's going to be a game changer in helping you improve your contact. And as we saw, the accuracy is really going to be as good as it gets indoors for a Doppler unit. I'm gonna go ahead and give the Mevo Plus a full 5 stars, and I don't do that very often. All right, so let's end this video with answering the questions we talked about here in the beginning. Now, I asked Flightscope, does the old model give you access to the new PC software and those new features like ball position on the club face? And they said it would. And that's great for existing Mevo Plus owners. I'm really happy that they are taking care of customers who invested in them earlier in the life cycle of their products. Now, if you're an existing Mevo Plus user, should you upgrade to this new Mevo Plus device? Is it worth it? I don't think so. It seems, again, like you're going to have access to exactly the same software and the experience should be the same, although you won't have those extra 5 simulator courses, which are cool. If you're buying for the first time, should you invest in the new model, or if there's still the old model to buy, should you buy that? I've got to say, I think you should go with the old model. You can give up 5 courses, you can give up a little battery life, and if you're okay with fiddling with that kickstand a little bit, you'll be just fine. You'll have all the same user experience as this new device. So guys, what do you think? Are you gonna buy the new one? Are you gonna buy the old one? What are you gonna do? Let me know down below in the comments. Please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and if you didn't see it, check out my original video of the Mevo Plus with my buddy Wade. We had a great time getting this thing set up and using it out in his backyard. I hope you enjoyed this video.